All right, every pony. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have another fan fiction for you, and I hope you'll enjoy. So, without further ado, how about we read the description? Spike and Scootaloo talk about family and the everyday things in life they're thankful for. Written for this contest. Cover image by Haydee. Thanks, Haydee. Every day is beautiful. Written by FamousLastWords. Chapter 1. The Story. The gentle summer breeze blew through the trees, complementing the beautiful clear sky above. It was a warm day, but not muggy or hot. It was just perfect for being outside. None knew this better than two friends who were enjoying a peaceful afternoon in the park. "It's a wonderful day, huh?" Scootaloo said, looking over at her companion. "Clear skies, warm sunlight, nice breeze. I could get used to this. Thanks for inviting me out again." "No problem," Spike replied, stretching his back against the warm grass they were laying on, reveling in the comfort it provided to his scales. "This heat does wonders for my body. Way better than being cooped up in the library all the time." Yeah, I know what you mean. I hate being stuck inside for longer than I have to be," she said. "I'm glad my family lets me hang with my friends like this." The two friends sunk back into the grass, enjoying the peaceful afternoon. Scootaloo gently brought her head up and turned her gaze over to Spike. "Hey, Spike? Yeah? Can I ask you something? Something kind of personal?" Sure. Go ahead." "Sorry if it seems out of left field, but I've been meaning to ask for a while," she said, letting out a sigh. "What was it like for you to grow up without your parents?" Spike shut his eyes open, blinking several times. Sitting up, he turned to look over at the young Pegasus. "What brought this on, if I may ask?" Scootaloo tilted her head down, her short mane drooping to match. "Well, you know that I've been in foster care for most of my life. I consider myself lucky for the most part, compared to others. Because I at least knew my parents for a while before they passed. But you never did you?" Spike's face tilted to a frown as he thought about the question. "No, I never did. My egg was stolen, and the identity of my parents is still a complete mystery." "You never tried to find them?" "We did, but it never led to anything but dead ends and disappointment," Spike replied. "That must have been tough, huh?" Yeah. Spike gently laid back down into the soft grass and looked at the sky. It's hard for a lot of ponies to understand what it's like to lose your parents. I never even knew mine, yet I miss them every day and wonder if I'll ever be able to see them. Scootaloo took her place next to Spike on the ground again. I know what you mean. I was really young when I lost them, but for some reason, I can't forget about them. I understand. Your family is a part of you. Yeah, Scootaloo said. But Spike, how did you deal with it? You know, having to be adopted into another family? It wasn't easy, he replied. Growing up in a household of ponies, being the odd one out constantly, it was really difficult. I mean, even now, there are times when I feel like I don't belong. Scootaloo gently raised her head to look at her friend. I know exactly what you mean. It seems that no matter where I go, there's some part of me that's incomplete. That feeling will probably always be there. Also, when an important part of your life is taken away, it can't simply be replaced by something else. I guess so. Spike turned his head to smile at Scootaloo. But you know, there is something you can do to make things easier. Something I learned a long time ago. What is it? She asked. Instead of focusing on things that are missing from your life, try looking at the things you do have. Things that are important to you. Well, Scootaloo scrunched her muzzle in thought. I've got my friends like Sweetie Belle and Apple Bloom. Oh, and you too. Yep, go on, Spike said with a smile. Plus, I've had a lot of fun times here in Ponyville. A lot of good memories, Scootaloo said. What about you, Spike? Me? Well, sometimes I think what it would have been like if I stayed with my real parents. I would have grown to be like all the other dragons, feared by many, hated by all. So I actually kind of appreciated being raised with Twilight and getting to have a life with all of you guys. Spike turned to Scootaloo, wearing a smile, a sweet smile. Honestly, you all are the best family anyone could ever hope for. Returning the smile, Scootaloo placed her hoof into Spike's claw. Well, if it means anything, I'm glad things happened the way they did. Me too, he said. You know, you can't change the past, but you can change your future. So, instead of worrying about what you can't change, focus on the things you can. The tan filly turned around, her eyes wide in thought. Wow! I That's probably the deepest conversation I ever had. I know, right? Spike said. I feel like we need to do something crazy and immature to make up for it. I would agree to that, but we can do that later. Right now, the sun feels way too good to get up. She closed her eyes and felt the warmth wash over her. It's such a beautiful day. Every day is beautiful if you know what to look at. The two friends continued lazing in the park for the rest of the afternoon, simply enjoying the day and all that life had given them. Author's note. Just a quick one for a contest that I procrastinated to the last minute for. The end.